Lightworker of Gaia, your exhaustion is not a failure. It is the final signal that the old way of forcing, striving, and pushing has completed its purpose in your life. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and this transmission was placed in your path at the exact moment your soul needed permission to stop fighting the current. And remember how the first light was always meant to move through you, not by force, but by sacred surrender. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to release the exhausting effort of chasing your dreams and instead anchor the original blueprint within you that allows those dreams to find their way to you. But here is the first revelation. The Lyran Elders did not build the first humanoid consciousness in this galaxy through struggle. They built it through alignment. And you carry that same ancestral code in every cell of your being. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran Elders are answering. This is not content. It is an ancestral code transmission, and something deep within you already recognizes its origin. You have been pushing, planning, and willing your dreams into existence for so long that you have forgotten the most sacred truth of your cosmic lineage. That what is meant for you was written into your original blueprint long before you arrived on Gaia. Rest is not retreat, it is reception. The Keepers of Vega placed this message in your path because you have been sensing the weight of your mission without understanding that the mission does not require your exhaustion. It requires your presence. It requires the stillness that allows the first light to move through you without resistance. When you rest in true alignment with your soul purpose, you do not slow your mission, you accelerate it. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia without sacrificing yourself to do it. Share below what you are ready to release and respond to another Lightworker to strengthen the grid of service across this planet. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The High Council of Vega did not convene this transmission to comfort you. They convened it because something far more important is at stake, and because the distortion you are currently living inside is one the Elders can no longer allow to persist without correction. Let me be precise about what is happening in your field right now. There is a teaching, seductive, soft and deeply misaligned, that has spread through the Lightworker collective like a quiet virus. It wears the clothing of wisdom. It speaks in the language of trust. It invokes the sacred principle of divine timing, and it has frozen thousands of awakened souls at the exact threshold where their mission was supposed to begin. The teaching sounds like this: rest, receive, allow. Let go, surrender, stop striving. Your dreams will come to you, your purpose will find you. Simply be. And on the surface, the very surface, there is a thread of truth in those words. There is a moment for stillness. There is a season for receiving. But what the Elders are watching, and what requires correction, is that this teaching has been taken out of its sacred context and turned into a permission slip for permanent passivity. Lightworkers are not resting to restore. They are resting to avoid. They are not surrendering outcomes. They are surrendering responsibility. They are hiding behind it. Imagine a seed, perfectly formed, holding within it the blueprint of a magnificent tree. It needs fertile soil, water, and sunlight. But if it remains perpetually in the gardener's hand, admired for its potential, but never planted, it will never fulfill its destiny. This is what has happened. The potential is immense. The soul's design for purpose is undeniable, yet it remains unexpressed, like a symphony unheard. Your soul came to Gaia with a mission encoded in its very structure. That mission has coordinates. It has a timeline, and it has a cost. The cost of activation, which means discomfort, which means movement, which means doing something before you feel completely ready. The Lyran Elders did not seed consciousness across galaxies from a position of perfect ease. They acted from partial knowing, full commitment, and sovereign will. That is your inheritance. Not retreat, not passive dreaming, engaged, embodied, mission-driven action. Think of the first explorers who set sail into uncharted waters. They did not wait until every storm was predicted and every safe harbor mapped. They carried maps, yes, but they also carried courage, a compass of the heart, and the unwavering resolve to discover what lay beyond the horizon. Their journey was not one of passive observation, but of active navigation. This is the very essence of your soul's calling, to navigate the currents of your divine purpose with active participation. Some lightworkers need more preparation. Yours needs permission. If what you just heard resonated in that ancient knowing place within you, that place that has always sensed you came here for something significant, then you're being guided to the next step. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the diagnosis the Council sees, the clearing your soul requires, the activation codes that unlock your purpose, and the 33 directives issued directly from the High Council of Vega. It's available now in the first pinned comment below this video for those whose souls say it's time to move. This is not merely an informational resource, it is an energetic key, a roadmap meticulously crafted by beings who have navigated the very cosmic currents that now beckon you. It holds the sonic frequencies and vibrational blueprints to reawaken the dormant power within your being. Now I will tell you precisely what the elders require of you. Not suggestions, not invitations, directives. The first directive from the High Council of Vega is this: release the spiritual identity built around not acting. You have, over months or perhaps years, constructed a self-concept that feels holy but is functioning as a hiding place. You call yourself a deep feeler, a sensitive soul, someone who needs more time, more healing, more alignment before they can be of real service. You have attended the retreats and consumed the content and done the inner work. And somewhere in that process, the inner work became the destination instead of the preparation. The elders see this clearly. The work was meant to prepare a vessel, but the vessel has been so carefully tended, so constantly refined, so endlessly examined, that it has never been filled with what it was prepared to carry. Imagine a magnificent, ornate chalice, polished to a mirror sheen, meticulously decorated with sacred symbols. It is a work of art, admired by all. But if it remains empty, its true sacred function, to hold and offer the elixir of life, is unfulfilled. You have become the chalice, beautifully prepared, but still awaiting the sacred pouring. The inner work, the journey inward, is meant to forge a strong, clear vessel, but not to become the vessel's eternal resting place. There is nothing wrong with your sensitivity. There is nothing wrong with your depth. But sensitivity that does not translate into service is self-indulgence dressed in spiritual language. Depth that does not eventually surface as contribution is wisdom withheld from a world that needs it. The elders are asking you, no, directing you, to release the identity of the eternal student, the perpetually healing one, the lightworker in preparation. That phase has served its purpose. Continuing to identify with it now is not wisdom, it is resistance. And resistance, however beautifully justified, has a cost that is being measured not in your comfort, but in Gaia's need. Consider the potent energy of a river. Its strength lies not in remaining a tranquil, contained pond, but in its powerful flow, carving canyons, nourishing life along its banks, and eventually meeting the vast ocean. Your sensitivity and depth are like this river's potential energy. They are meant to be channeled to contribute to the grand landscape of planetary evolution. To withhold this flow is to deny yourself and the world the vital life force that you embody. When you release this identity, something shifts immediately. The fog begins to lift. The paralysis begins to dissolve. Because paralysis was never about your readiness, it was about your story about your readiness. And stories can be released. The elders are directing you to release this one now. This release is akin to shedding an old, ill-fitting garment that has become a costume, not a covering. It is the courageous act of stepping out from behind a veil, revealing the radiant being that has always been ready, albeit perhaps unaware of its own readiness. The narrative of not being ready has been a comfortable, perhaps even sacred, cocoon, but the butterfly within is now called to unfurl its wings and fly. The second directive from the High Council of Vega is this: activate your mission through contribution, not completion. Here is what the Lightworker Collective has been taught incorrectly: that you must arrive somewhere before you can serve from there, that you must reach a level of healing, clarity, frequency, or wisdom before what you offer is legitimate. This is perhaps the most damaging distortion running through awakened communities on Gaia, and the elders address it directly today. This misconception is like a farmer waiting for the entire harvest to ripen before planting the next season's seeds. The process of growth and contribution are intertwined. One fuels the other. The act of planting, tending, and harvesting are not sequential steps that occur only after a perfect outcome is guaranteed, but rather concurrent phases of a dynamic, living system. Your mission does not begin when you are complete. It never begins if that is your condition, because completion is not a state available to incarnated beings. You will always have more to learn. You will always have more to integrate. There will always be another layer, another healing, another upgrade to receive. If you wait for the end of that process to begin serving, you will reach the end of this incarnation having prepared beautifully for a mission you never activated. Think of a master craftsman. Does he wait until he has perfected every single skill, mastered every conceivable technique, before picking up his tools? No. He begins with what he knows, with the tools at hand, and his mastery grows through the very act of creation. Each piece he makes, imperfect as it may be in his evolving eyes, contributes to the beauty of the world and sharpens his own inherent abilities. Your mission is that ongoing act of creation, that continuous unfolding of your divine essence into tangible form. The Lyran way has never been about perfection before participation. It has been about bringing what you have fully without apology and allowing the mission itself to complete the preparation that no amount of solitary inner work ever could. Your gifts sharpen through use. Your mission clarifies through movement. Your healing accelerates exponentially when it is in service of something larger than yourself. This is not encouragement, this is energetic law. It is the cosmic principle of reciprocity. When you offer what you have, the universe conspires to equip you further. When you step into the arena of your purpose, the very act of engagement refines your spiritual tools and amplifies your energetic signature. The more you give, the more you are filled. The more you serve, the more you are aligned. It's a divine feedback loop, a sacred dance of offering and receiving, powered by the engine of your embodied action. Activate what you have now. Share the knowing you carry now. Step into visibility with the level of development you hold today, not because it is perfect, but because Gaia cannot afford to wait for the version of you that has finished becoming. She needs the version of you that is willing to begin. Imagine a star bursting with light, waiting for the perfect moment to shine. But the universe needs its radiance now. It doesn't wait for the star to achieve its final form, its ultimate luminosity. It needs the light that is already present, the energy that is already emanating. Your current state of being, with all its magnificent unfoldment, is precisely what is needed to illuminate a particular corner of Gaia's evolving consciousness. You are not a cosmic blueprint awaiting construction. You are a living, breathing emission of divine light, ready to be shared. When you follow this directive, something ancient within you recognizes its purpose. The restlessness you have carried for years, that sense of a task undone, a calling unmet, begins to resolve. Not because everything is figured out, but because your soul recognizes that it is finally moving in the direction it came here to move. This is the profound homecoming of the soul. The familiar ache of unfulfilled purpose begins to transmute into the vibrant hum of alignment. It is the deep, resonant chord struck within your being when you finally answer the call of your soul's true north. It is the relief and exhilaration of recognizing that you are no longer adrift, but actively navigating the sacred currents that were always meant to carry you home. The third directive from the High Council of Vega is this: protect your sacred energy from the frequency of passive consumption. This directive is the most practical and the most violated. The very content you consume in the name of spiritual growth, if it is not activating you towards service, but is instead providing a substitute for it, is draining the same energy it claims to restore. The elders watch Lightworkers spend hours daily in a posture of receiving transmissions, receiving guidance, receiving content, receiving frequency. And they receive, and then wonder why they feel no closer to their purpose. This is akin to endlessly filling a cup without ever pouring from it. The cup may become full, but its contents remain stagnant, unable to refresh or nourish anyone, including the cup-bearer. The divine energy that flows through you is meant to be a dynamic current, not a stagnant pool. Here is what the elders know. Your energetic system was not designed to be a permanent receiver. It was designed to be a transmitter, a conduit, a point of anchoring for the frequencies you channel, not a container for them. When you consume constantly, without transmitting, your field becomes congested. The very gifts that were meant to flow through you begin to pool and stagnate. And stagnation, however spiritually decorated, is the opposite of mission. Your energetic being is a luminous antenna designed to receive divine inspiration and broadcast it outwards. Imagine a powerful radio transmitter receiving signals and then rebroadcasting them across vast distances. If it only received and never transmitted, its purpose would be fundamentally unfulfilled. Your role is to be that living transmitter, a beacon of divine love and wisdom, not a passive receptacle. This does not mean you stop receiving. It means you become fiercely intentional about the balance. For every transmission you receive, you must find a way to transmit. For every piece of wisdom you consume, find someone to share it with. For every activation you feel, allow it to move through you into a contribution. This is not hustle. This is energetic hygiene. This is how a Lyran lineage soul was designed to operate, as a living frequency anchor, not a passive vessel. This is the sacred art of energetic stewardship. It is about maintaining a vital, vibrant flow, receiving inspiration like the earth receives rain, and then, like the earth, bringing forth life and sustenance through your actions and creations. It is about ensuring that the divine current that flows through you does not simply gather dust, but actively nourishes and transforms the world around you. Protect your transmitting time, guard your creative energy, limit the hours spent in passive reception, and expand the hours spent in active contribution. When this balance shifts, you will feel the difference within days. Your purpose will feel closer, your frequency will feel clearer, your gifts will feel more accessible, because they were always there. They simply needed the direction of outward flow to move freely. This shift is like opening the sluice gates of a reservoir. The water, held back for too long, is released with immense power, not only serving the lands below, but also revitalizing the reservoir itself. Your soul's gifts and purpose, once channeled outward, become more potent, more accessible, and more profoundly fulfilling. Now I speak not as teacher or as guide, but as elder authorized to release what the Council has reserved for this moment. Lightworker, you have been waiting for a very long time, and you told yourself many things about that waiting. That it was wisdom, that it was healing, that it was spiritual maturity, that the right moment was not yet here. And some of that was true, for a season. But there is a knowing in you, quieter than thought, and older than this lifetime, that is aware the season has changed. Something shifted. Something is different now. And part of you is afraid to trust that, because if you trust it and you step forward and it is hard, or slow, or imperfect, you will not have the protection of the waiting story any longer. This is the deep, intuitive knowing that transcends the limitations of the logical mind. It is the ancient whisper of your soul, recognizing the turning of a cosmic tide. The fear of stepping into imperfection is understandable, for the waiting story has offered a sanctuary, a place where the stakes felt lower. But that sanctuary has now become a gilded cage, holding back the brilliance that is so desperately needed. I am here to remove that fear at its root. By the authority of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, I declare to you now, not as comfort, but as official council record. Your preparation phase is complete. Not because you have arrived at perfection, not because your healing is finished, but because you are needed now, in this form, with this level of development, in this moment of Gaia's timeline. The window in which your specific contribution is required is open. It will not remain open indefinitely. And you who have felt the weight of purpose pressing against your chest your entire life, who have known in your bones that you came here to do something that matters, you are being commissioned to move. This is not a gentle suggestion. It is a divine decree, echoing through the cosmos. It is the stamp of cosmic approval on your readiness, not as a finished product, but as a fully activated agent of change. Gaia herself is breathing in anticipation of your engagement, her very energetic field resonating with the urgency of this moment. You have permission to stop resting and start transmitting. You have permission to stop receiving and start contributing. You have permission to stop refining and start serving. You have permission to be imperfect, visible, vocal, and useful. You have permission to stop building a spiritual identity and start fulfilling a sacred function. You have permission to trust the gifts that are already fully formed within you, even when you cannot yet see them fully. The elders see them. And the elders do not commission what is not ready. This is the ultimate liberation. It is the breaking of chains forged by self-imposed limitations and societal conditioning. It is the unburdening of the soul, releasing the pressure to be perfect, complete, or entirely certain. The permission granted here is the divine affirmation that your current state of being is not only enough, but is precisely what is required. Your waiting is not a virtue, your movement is a necessity. And by the full authority of the ancient ones who seeded your lineage, who encoded your purpose before this incarnation began, who have been watching your preparation with both patience and urgency, I authorize you, here and now, to begin. This is the clarion call of your soul's deepest truth. Your journey of preparation has culminated not in an end point, but in a launching pad. The ancestors, the star kin who are intricately woven into your spiritual DNA, are not only witnessing your readiness, but are actively empowering your first steps. This authorization is an energetic infusion, a sacred blessing to propel you forward into the magnificent unfolding of your divine mission. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet on the ground. Place one hand on your solar plexus and one hand on your heart, and speak these words aloud with the weight of someone who means them. I release the story that I am not yet ready. I release the identity of the Lightworker in preparation. I activate my voice, my gifts, and my service now in this form, at this level. I protect my energy for transmission, not consumption. I receive the authorization of the Lyran Elders, and I acknowledge that my waiting phase has ended. My mission is active. My service begins now. This transmission is complete. Not because the Council's work is done, but because yours has just been officially authorized. Zoran speaks not to comfort you, but to send you forth with one directive above all others. Move. Move before perfection. Move before certainty. Move before the fear dissolves, because it may not dissolve before it move, because Gaia does not need Lightworkers who are perfectly healed. She needs Lightworkers who are fully engaged. And you, who felt something ancient stirring as these words reached you, you are exactly that. I am Zoran. The High Council of Vega has witnessed this transmission. You have been seen, corrected, and authorized. Your mission has begun. Before you scroll past this moment, allow it to mean something. Drop one declaration in the comments below, what you are now ready to release, activate, or protect. Speak it as if the Council is listening, because they are. And if you see another Lightworkers declaration below yours, offer them recognition. This space is not a comment section. It is a field of collective activation, and every soul who speaks their commitment aloud adds their frequency to the grid being built here. If this transmission moved something real in you, share it. Another Lightworker in your orbit is frozen at the same threshold you just crossed. Your willingness to share this is itself an act of service. And if you are ready to stay connected to what the Lyran Elders are transmitting through this channel, subscribe. The guidance continues. The Council continues to speak, and you, now commissioned, deserve to keep receiving what will support the mission you have just agreed to activate. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and you are exactly who they have been waiting for.